Oh, hey, hi, hello. Am I live? I think I'm live. All right, we are trying a new program rather than OBS Studio for going live. As you can see, it's not that different. But yeah, hello. Give me. I don't think anyone's here yet, so give me a second, so I can share this to Discord. Hold on. All right. Is anybody there? Oh, hey, King Froggy first. How's it going? Um, Hold on. Dang it. Okay, now let me copy that to the Discord. Yes, I know. Gosh, darn it. Chat is on the screen. That's sick. Heck yeah. That is pretty sweet. I don't disapprove of that. Let's see. Um, um, we're already in the correct channel. All right, there we go. Yeah. You need a lot of exclamation parts. How is everybody doing? It's been a while since I've done a stream. I feel like you know, it's like we're unearthing, ancient practices, trying them again for the first time. So yeah, I don't know. I figured I'd do a stream. King Froggy first says I'm doing good. That is excellent. Uh, yeah. So whoops. Did not mean to do that. Okay. All right. So yeah, I don't know. I was thinking that it was just my birthday, so I'm great. Oh, that's awesome! Happy birthday, King Froggy first. Um, so yeah, I was just going. I was thinking I would react to certain videos on stream, and yeah, apparently Epic Worlds has a new video which I should react to. In addition to that, there's apparently a new TCG related video that I am told I need to react to as well. So I guess we'll get to that. But we only have one person here so far, so I'm going to hold off on that and like maybe wiki for a brief moment, for like a brief for a brief time, so that we can, you know, freaking ads. Hold on. So that we can pass time until people get here. I don't know why I can't talk today. King Froggy first says, ooh, TCG vid. Yeah, apparently somebody made a TCG that was sort of inspired by a video that I made, which is sort of multiverse kind of themed. So we're gonna get to that. It's gonna be interesting. But yeah, let's see what's going on the good old PCG wiki. So I guess that is one disadvantage over OBS, is that I can't pop out this chat and like a you know, like it doesn't dock, you know. It just you know, kind of is. Oh, hey, Yak is here. Yak says cool chat overlay. Heck yeah, Yak. We're trying a new thing. We're trying a new streaming software. So I guess we're gonna see if that works. King Froggiver says lots of hidden lore in that vid. Oh, true that. But yeah, let's see what we've got here on the good old wiki. We've got a new article on Generic Peanut. Let's see what's going on with Generic Peanut. Generic Peanut is a sentient peanut that was created by Peanut Patron. He's often called the off-brand version of Agent Peanut. Alright, good to know. Generic Peanut and Prince Jones traveled to Shree thinking they could become the new leaders of the Crodan. Interesting. Of course, Prince Jones being this guy who Agent Peanut rescued in the first Agent Peanut game. I don't know why he's hanging out with Generic Peanut now. But I will say, you know, if Generic Peanut is a sentient peanut, that's not that generic, right? That's pretty non-generic for a peanut, I would say. But you never know. Oh, hey, HMB Tiger's here. Peanut Patron, yes indeed. Yes indeed. Of course, Peanut Patron. You know, we always must pay our respects to the good Peanut Patron, you know? The mythical deity that helps those who worship it. Mythical? I don't know. I'm that might be heresy to say that. How did autocorrect change y'all to talk? Did it? Oh, I don't know. Yak says, in terms of PCGs, yeah, why is... In terms of PCGs, I would call it fairly generic. That's true. Fair enough. Fair enough. Dang, this is... I'm detecting some things that are annoying me about this interface. I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with this or not with this streaming software. I guess we'll see. But yeah, how many people do we have watching? Do we have enough that I should start reacting to the videos we need to react to? We have Yak, HMB, and Froggy. Given that I've been away from streaming for a while, that's probably going to be like the best I'm going to get, right? Yeah, let's see. 3 concurrent viewers. Habble has finally got recognition for Peanut patrons. Heck yeah. Amazing art by Zach. Oh, thank you. That's the one I made for the COD of Peanut Patron. Somebody praying to Peanut Patron. But yeah, we have this new game over here. I saw the cover for this on the wiki. I just think this looks really cool. Alone the Boiler. What a cool cover, right? Which is a 2024 PCG by Nailgun. Apparently Nailgun is Eldritch Theater. But this game is a sequel to the Alone PCG by Epic Worlds PCG. Ooh, this is also a really cool cover. Dang. And really cool screens. Like, man, this is like some cool digital art. Epic is like going all out. Dang. That is really cool. This is creepy. I am not used to PCGs being this creepy. Dang. HMB says, what about me? Oh no. HMB says, oh sick, he made a sequel. Oh hey, Nailgun's here. Hey. Thanks for joining us, Nailgun. Is that... That's a Varks. That is most definitely a Varks. We've got like a fish, a cheese wheel. Alright, I think we have enough people to start reacting to the video. Wait, in the end they made Zuvak Wise, who is a possessed version of Zuvak? Oh, that's hilarious. Oh man, I need to catch up more on PCGs people are making because PCGs are just getting out of hand. They're just getting out of hand, you guys. Like it's like, you know, you ever like, you know, plant a garden and then you wake up in the morning and it's like overgrowing your house. Like that's what the PCG universe is doing right now, you guys. Like paper computer games are expanding, so I need to like investigate this stuff and see what's going on with all the, you know. I didn't even know there was a first Alone game, but yeah. It says Zubac Wise. Yep. That is pretty cool. I guess that's Zubac Wise right there. Oh, hey, that's me. Oh, I feel like I shouldn't look at that though. That's like spoilers. Do I want to play this game? Can I play this game? I guess there's no reason I couldn't. I mean, if Epic wants to play it. Axis, I didn't know that other people had the garden overgrowing their house experience too. Seems that way. All right. So let's see what we have to react to today. I'm not sure if I should first, like, there are two videos I definitely had to react to. It doesn't have to be limited to those, but there's two that I definitely have to react to. One of them is the Dream video by Epic, and the other one is the Multiverse TCG video by Skyscape TCG. So that's the one that apparently is inspired by one of my videos and has multiverse-y kind of stuff going on. So which one do I do first? Let's do a poll in chat. How do I do a poll in chat in this? Oh, do I have to do it from here? Yeah. Let's see. How does one make... Ah, yeah, there we go. Start a poll. Which video should we react to... Ah, my face is in the way, sorry. Should we react to first? The Dream by Epic or what was it? Shards of the Multiverse by Skyscape. Okay. It's just gonna be Shards of Multiverse because I don't have enough characters. Let's see. Yeah, because I didn't know that other people... Oh, yeah, I read that one. Froggy says, wait, I never saw that Skyscape vid. I thought we're talking about his reaction to your vid. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. He made a new one since then. It just came out, apparently, today, I think. That reaction to my video is pretty cool. But I feel like that would be too many levels of reaction, right? Like, for me to react to him reacting to me, like... And plus, I kind of missed the boat on that one. Like, that, like, it's a bit out of date for me to react to that now. But his new video, I feel, demands attention. All right. So, sounds like we have 4 votes. Let us end the poll. And let's see what we got. 75% says we should react to The Dream by Epic. All right, The Dream by Epic it is. Alrighty. Let's see if we can't... Wait. Let's see if we can't find that video. It's already up here. There we go. Oh, hey, that's Balzac Globotron. Sweet, the thumbnail has my PCG in it. All right, I like this already. Okay, so, shall we? What do you guys think? Shall we? HMB says everyone don't... Aw, thanks so much, HMB. Much appreciated. All right, let's react to the video. All right, let me make my face smaller so that y'all can see what's going on. All right. Shall we? Yes, we shall, Nailgun. All right.
Hey guys, today I'll be sharing the dream, the beginning of a new age that I hope we can all achieve. You see, ever since I joined the PCG community in 2021, I was surprised with how small this amazing community of potential was. See, paper computer games are like no other games out there. They are the most unique system of drawings, role-playing, and stories to ever exist. I love the—
Like, dang, I am not used to this level of, like, editing from Epic. It's like, wow, is it like what is going on here? I feel like, well, I mean, Epic does do editing, but like, I feel like I'm used to Epic's videos mostly just being like shot in one take, you know, like looking down at a PCG on the ground kind of thing. Like this kind of edited like video essay about PCGs, you don't really see that from like pretty much anyone but me. So it's kind of awesome to see this. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, like he's making a good point. Like this is a good intro. So let's see what's going on.
The aspect of how anyone could create anything and connect it to the massive shared universe. Everyone was so friendly, and they even featured my first games in videos and books. You see, I want all of you guys to feel that same excitement of discovering something so unique and big that you just can't stop. My dream is that one day PCGs will be more widespread than ever. And when people hear the name paper computer games, they won't just shove it aside as a term for a simple and stupid game. They will instead become open-minded and give it a try. I could name countless times when I asked friends if they wanted to play a PCG. They would at first think they're kind of silly and stupid, but once they started playing, they were hooked immediately. I remember this one time I had this kid. He was the complete opposite of a nerd, but he was open-minded. He gave the games a try, and he went on to make his own great games. If you are here from the homemade trading card game community, the tabletop role-playing community, or any other community out there, I want to officially welcome you into the community where everyone's games matter. A community that does not shut down anyone, and a community that is open.
This is like the weirdest screen from Balzac Globotron. Like, this is the only screen from Balzac Globotron that's so, like, incoherent like this, where there's, like, a nonsensical staircase that's going all over the place. All the perspective doesn't match, and you can't really fit, like, this chain is hanging sideways, and you, like, your perceptions are distorted. See, like, Ginkus is up here at the top, and, like, Balzac is here at the bottom. And, like, the idea is that your perceptions are all distorted and nothing makes sense. Nothing is like as it seems. So yeah, but yeah, Yak says, what exactly defines the complete opposite of a nerd? I don't know. I mean, that's like the kind of question, like it's one of those things where it's like, you know it where you see it, right? But, like, the thing is, like, people defy stereotypes all the time, right? Yak says anyone who would describe themselves as a Chad is probably a nerd. Oh, because Nailgun said Chad. Ah, dude. Oh, hey, Epic's here. Welcome, Epic. Just in time. We're reacting to your video. But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird, like, I know what you mean. Like, because, yeah, like, there's some people who are just like, yeah, game, like, paper kind of games, that's not really my thing. I'm not really interested in, like, you know, that kind of, you know, nerdy level stuff. Then again, you know, you could make the argument everyone's nerdy about something, or there's people who you would never expect to be into nerdy stuff, but then they go home and they play Dungeons and Dragons every night. You never know, right? But anyway, you know, it's either. It's cool that for someone to go outside their comfort zone, whatever your comfort zone is. It's cool to be open-minded to try new things. So anyway, Epic says complete opposite of a nerd, as in he did all sports every day, all day. Dang, that is pretty intense. I kind of freestyled it. Cool.
Open-minded. You see, PCGs were never meant to be great works of art or stunning masterpieces. No, they're just meant to...
A perfect choice of art for that moment. PCGs were never meant to be stunning works of art, and it's like my terrible drawing of an 8-ball. Oh man.
To have a few stick figures with a funny.
And just to be clear, I'm not objecting to that. I just thought that was like an excellent choice, just in case there was any doubt about that. Yeah, this screen. This is the one where you get this is like a cutscene from Balzac Lobotron where you get captured by the Triptosians. But yeah.
Funny story. But since then, they have developed into an amazing world that was built up by many different people over time. My goal for 2024 is to get PCGs out into the world and to diversify this community with new brilliant ideas, characters, games, and stories. I don't want PCGs to be shoved into a rug anymore, and I will not let.
Yeah, no more rug shoving. That should be our mantra from now on. Railgun says, honestly, I think PCGs are widespread, but people don't know what they're making are PCGs. Interesting. Maybe. How would we find out the answer to that? We need to do some sort of a Kickstarter for a major study that goes door to door and asks people hey, do you play anything like paper computer games? And then be like, what's a paper computer game? And then so we describe it in epic detail, and then they're like, not sure what you're... And then you're like, all right, pretty much you just have to play a PCG with them, and then they're like, oh, I know what you're talking about. No, we don't play those. I think we need to make this study happen. Yak says, this video is really well done, Epic. Yeah, I agree. This is I'm really enjoying the editing, the voiceover is really good. This is a really good video, Epic. Clearly you put work into this, and it's you're making good points, and it's your words feel like they have impact, and it's really, really good job so far.
Let that happen. PCGs are not just about the games. That's why I find them so engaging. If I get sick of making games, I can just explore another part of the community. Like other people's games. I can explore the articles on the massive fandom that was added on.
This one's from Pierre's game from Lost Testament. I think most of you guys have never I don't even think I've showed this one to you in any of my videos or streams or anything. Dang. But this was a fun one to play.
By everyone. I can create YouTube videos or even create my own PCG books.
I remember playing this one by HMB. I also remember that I forgot that I played this one by HMB. I had the biggest brain fart, but yeah, this one was fun to play as well. And awesome art, by the way, HMB.
What if we could pull this off, guys? What if we all work together to create the next best games, stories, books, and transform this community into an empire of imagination? Every single game you guys make from this point on is another step towards this goal. I personally will spend as much time as I can on this project. But that being said, I think I'm going to be announcing something that you guys will not have expected.
Oh, that's a big announcement. Before I see the announcement, let me see what chat's saying. HMB says Nailgun, true, because I was making... Wait, what's he responding to? Oh, I think PCGs really are widespread. Okay, so HMB says Nailgun, true, because I was making paper games / PCGs before I joined the community. Interesting. Epic says we need to cook up PCG Virtual Club again when summer comes. Oh, yeah, that would be fun. Yak says kids make PCG stuff all the time, but they just don't go deep into it like Zach Lamel. There's an echo, by the way. Ah, shoot, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I always forget. I was just starting to remember too, but to do this, but then I haven't streamed in so long. Now I forgot again. Oh well, I guess I'm just cursed to forever forget to put my headphones in. Thanks for calling it out, Yak. Let's see. Gun says the Great Disaster reference.
See, I have decided to step away for a while.
That's not working. King Froggy says, spoiler, the announcement is Epic started a multi-million-dollar corporation that owns Amazon and Walmart. I mean, please do that. I don't know.
announcing something that you guys will not have expected. See, I have decided to step away for a while.
Oh, hey, Siren.
To build in a focused environment and come back with something to show. You see, ever since I joined this community, I've just been building cheap little games, and I've never felt like I've built something great. And I know why people don't join the community right away. It's because we need more stuff to show. We need something that impresses greatness upon others. And while I'm away, I think you guys can achieve greatness with your PCGs too. You just need to work hard and have some passion as I do.
Fascinating. I mean, that is true. That is, I mean, that's really cool that Epic, you're devoting so much effort into that. Like, you know, it's true that, like, you know, ever since you joined, you've had, like, so much enthusiasm, but you just make, like, a ton of random PCGs, and they're, like, each one is sort of short and quick, but yeah, I think it would be a nice change of pace to, like, take a lot of effort and build one really, really good one, really think it out. I don't think you necessarily, like, need to do that, because, like, the PCGs you're making are fine. However, I think it's a really good experience to do that. Like, you know, like, to really put a lot of effort into a game, and then you're gonna be talking about that game, like, for years after the fact. I mean, like, that's how Balzac Lobotron was. And now, like, just, you know, as a point of advice, don't put all your hopes and dreams into it, because just because you put a lot of work into it does not necessarily mean it's going to be, like, a smash hit. Like, Balzac Lobotron wasn't, you know, like, and after it was made, like, looking back, I can see all the flaws, all the missteps, all the places where I could have made it better, all the things wrong with it. And, you know, I think when Chris first played it, there was, like, when he first started playing it, there was, like, a period of excitement, and then I felt like he kind of got disappointed with the game. And that was a big reason we didn't, like, continue playing it for, like, a long time. And we finally did finish it. But, like, yeah, like, I mean, just because you put a ton of work into a game, like, it can still flop just like any other game. That being said, that's not a reason not to do it, because it is a tremendously great experience. It is, you learn so much by doing it, and you get to express your creativity in such a satisfying, thorough way in that you wouldn't have otherwise. I'm just saying, like, just be ready for that, you know? Anyway, let's see. Yak says the solemn music in the background is a cool choice. Yeah, true. It really fits really well. It's a good choice of music. HMB says Epic make another Balzac Lobotron. Epic says it's not a PCG. Oh, okay. Wonder what it is. Interesting. Is it PCG related? Yak says, but you would never have known what could be better about PCGs if you didn't make the game in the first place. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's through that experience that I learned so much about making games, and, you know, how to express what I want to express in a game. Man, I really need to make the Lives of Genghis. I've actually been thinking about that lately. But anyway, Yak says it's worth putting in the effort even if it's not going to be perfect. Absolutely true. Alrighty, let's continue.
When I come back, I don't think that PCGs will be a dream anymore. I think it'll be a reality for everyone to enjoy. So if you're watching this from your computer, phone, or iPad, just sitting on the couch and wondering...
None of those things. I'm watching it on my PC. Yeah, Epic says I don't want to spoil it for you guys yet. Oh, shoot. Siren says, wait, Dan, are you related with Soaps? Oh, interesting. I know he, like, has spoken to Soaps. I don't think they're related as far as I know. But I certainly could be wrong. Epic says, I'm just going to step away for a while so I don't hype it up for nothing. All right, fair enough. HB says, wait, Zach, can you react to my Minecraft short film YouTube video? Although it's not PCG related, I will be making PCG videos in that style of video. All right, I'll take a quick look at it. But after this video, I have to react to the Skyscape thing. So after that, Yak says no siren, no association.
I wish I could be part of something greater. And you must take that step and always keep going.
It's cool. The Shadow and Ralph. Aww. This music is so sad. This is so emotional. My goodness. Just the music with the PCG screens. It's like it feels like we're like looking back on something we used to do. Remember, we used to make PCGs. All those fun times we had. All those adventures and those stories and characters we created. That's all gone now. That's what this feels like. Oh man, it's gonna make me cry. Really, really good video. This is let's give that a like. Let's see what the comments have to say. Unleashed says, let's make better PCGs better than ever. Heck yeah. In fact, I'm gonna type that. Heck yeah. I agree. I too agree. Ooh, Skyscape. Interesting. Truer words have yet to be said, my friend. Here's to being creative in all forms and matters. Things take time to create. Enjoy creation. Very true. 2024 is going to be our year. Oh, hey, it's Sinister. Heck yeah. Gonna make a solo/group RPG. Nice. Would that help? Totally. Alright, so that was an awesome video. Simon says, bro, this stream is depressing. I'm so sorry. But while the music was depressing and that feel was depressing, it's also hopeful, you know? Epic is saying we can expand this so much further, and I think he's right. I probably should have made a video about the dream as well. In fact, maybe I still will. Even though now it's ripping off Epic, but I've been feeling for a while like I should make a video. I guess I have in various forms. I've talked about the goal, you know, in one way or another. But like, shoot, I just accidentally unscrewed my my desk. Oh gosh, the screw came out. Oh no. I hope my desk doesn't collapse on stream. But yeah, Yak says the YouTube emotes are so funny. Yeah, they are. No, do it, Zach. Wait, to what? All right. Yeah, let's do Shards. A brand new homemade TCG community game. Should we do it? All right. I feel this is such a momentous step to watch this video that I feel I need to make a poll as to whether I should do it. Siren says the American dream. Nah, the PCG dream. Heck yeah. All right. How does one make a poll? Let's see. Should I watch the Skyscape video? Start a poll. Okay, we have 6 people watching. In theory, let's see if excuse me. Let's see what people have to say about that. Nailgun says, shall we? These emotes. You guys. Alright. We have 6 votes and 7 concurrent viewers. Alright, I am going to end the poll. Let's see what you had to say. 66% said yes. 33% said no. All right, that to me seems like a sufficient ratio. So let's do it. Let's see. This is a really cool thumbnail, by the way. But like, you know, then again, TCG creators have it easy. Like, it's easy for them to make cool thumbnails because they have cards, right? They can just put the cards on the thumbnail and it looks cool already, just by default. I wonder if you could like do something like that with PCGs. Like, if you could just like take a PCG and put like spread its screens out like that, if it would look good. I guess that depends how good the art is. I don't know. It's worth a try, I suppose. I mean, there's no like law against it. I mean, there's no rule saying you can't spread out the screens of a PCG and make it into a video thumbnail. Elgun says, "Who voted no?" All right, yeah, let's watch this. This has 91 views. Let's go.
Welcome, short and tall,
Thank you.
to a glorious gift, the Shards of Hull.
Oh.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Skyscape TCG. In today's video, I'll be showcasing my brand new community game project, Shards of the Multiverse.
Whoa.
Sorry about that. This streaming software's been a bit glitchy lately.
I'm sure.
Anyway,
it has.
getting into this brand new card game, I proudly announce Shards of the Multiverse.
Okay.
I've seen time and time again community game concepts come and go. Some are successful, like Dreamscape TCG, cool name by the way. Meanwhile, other collaboration attempts seem to be falling short or be discontinued. Dang it, why is this thing still... Oh, are we still on air? Okay, good. Moving on, thanks to a video from Paper Community
that's
Games,
me.
or rather Paper Computer Games, I decided to take up the mantle of making a special game for the community to follow myself. I wanted to do something fun that everyone would like, but I also wanted to make the cards simple and easy to understand. I also wanted the game to have a very straightforward plan.
All right, interesting. I'm very curious to see where this is going because, like, you know, the video that he's talking about that I made is the one, my recent video on why there isn't, why isn't there a TCG shared universe like we have a PCG shared universe? And, you know, I did put forward the idea of connecting TCGs to our PCG universe, as some already have done, like Epic did, obviously, and so he announced, after seeing the video, he was inspired to make this game, Shards of the Multiverse. So it'll be interesting to see what level of connectivity this has with other TCGs. Like, is it gonna be well, I don't know. I guess like which TCGs is it going to connect to? How is it going to work? You know, like what forms of connections? Like, will it also connect to PCGs in addition to TCGs? Either way, this is really interesting to see, and it's certainly exciting to see this kind of a project. And especially with what he's saying now, I've seen lots of games come and go, like community project games come and go. So this one seems like it's going to be different, but how? And that's something I've thought about. Like, how would you make it different? Let's find out.
And honestly, after weeks of brainstorming, I got nothing. See ya. Psych. Obviously,
I don't blame you. I got nothing also. Siren says, Dreamscape, a classic that never was. True.
I do. I know you've all been waiting patiently, so I'll show my hand. First up, I want to show off a basic template concept.
Okay.
Now, this isn't anything too fancy or special. I just wanted to make things as basic and easy to understand as I could. No need to grab a novel-sized rulebook or anything like that here. The most important part of the card template is this big number here.
That's a 2.
This is where the resources come in. This game uses Stellar, and a number will be shown here on every card. How does it work? Well, the first card you play during your turn will have a Stellar number. When you play your card, you gain Stellar equal to that number. Once you have that number, whatever it is, that's the number of resources you have during that turn. For example, if your first card of the turn has 2 stellar, that means that you have 2 stellar to use for the rest of your turn. You can also stockpile your stellar to ramp up
Yeah, I can skip past like the rule stuff a little bit because...
and not playing any cards after your first for the turn. As you can see, it's quite a unique resource system with a bit of give and take. That's honestly the most complicated part. Well, actually, I lied. There is one more uniquely complex thing, but I think you'll like it. Right here, on the bottom of each card, there's a secondary text box. These little remain shards. Is this thing working? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, so these little purple shards will be part of every card. This is called a Void Curse. A Void Curse is an optional effect you can choose to use. You only get to use it once for each copy of a card you play. Typically, you can only use a Void Curse effect on your turn.
Okay.
The lure of using a Void Curse is that you get a crazy strong effect, but there's always a downside. While you do get some...
Epic says, Zach, do you think you will add a PCG add-on section to the shop? Because there are a lot of new ones on the shop. Yeah, yeah, Epic had requested that recently, like last week, and I meant to do it, but then I didn't do it. But yeah, I mean, it's super easy to do, so I'll definitely do it. It's just, sorry I haven't gotten around to that, but yeah, that's like oh, that is Epic asking it. Why did I think that was Yak? I'm sorry. Sorry, but yeah. Yes, I will definitely do that. Nailgun says, honestly, I'm loving the PCG add-on so far. It's super cool seeing mods to PCGs. Yeah, I think it's an awesome concept. And there totally should be a section for it. All right, and anyway, let's keep going.
Some power boosts here and there. A Void Curse will come at a price. Whether you have to discard cards, destroy cards you control, or send cards to the void. Oh man, I gotta reboot this when I'm done. Jeez. Getting back into things, whether you have to do any downsides as a cost, you'll still have some kind of downside. That's the cost of using a Void Curse. But on the other hand, you get that powerful effect. So that's where the freedom of the game comes into play. You can choose to use Void Curses, or not. But what's the reward for not using a Void Curse? Good question. At the end of your turn, if you didn't use any Void Curses on your turn, you gain 2 Stellar. And since Stellar is the game's resource system, you get that little bonus there. So it ultimately comes down to how you want to play things out. Which side will you pick? What will you choose? It's so terrific. Now that we have the basics down, let's get into the card types. This part was tricky. I wanted to make enough different types to appeal to every genre of card game, but I didn't want to oversaturate the game. So, I stuck to 5 core ideas. Creatures, which all the battling can be done with. Items, which can make your card stronger. Magic cards, which act as your fantasy powers and abilities. And events, which are some good ways to show off cool effects without needing a magical explanation. The last one is intended for card games that don't use magic, like sci-fi games, for example. But wait, isn't that only 4 ideas? What about the 5th one? That one's special. I'm sure plenty of card games have done this kind of thing before, but I want to have fusion cards. Right now, fusion cards are just creatures, but that can always change. The goal with fusion cards is to take 2 different ideas from 2 different games, then combine them together. For example, this fusion card here is a reference to my first fan art custom card.
Wow.
Dr. Crowler, an amazing creator, took 2 of my characters that had nothing to do with each other originally and combined them. I loved the unique idea and creativity so much that it inspired this character in my own game. The basic idea for fusion so far is that they would go in their own separate fusion deck. Each fusion card would have 2 special cards listed on them. You can tell by the 2 names listed here with the plus sign between them. You stack those 2 cards on top of each other, and then put the fusion card on top of that. The fusion cards are also a fun space and old school arcade style too, so that's pretty cool looking to me. Now that we've got the card types out of the way, let's talk about the next important thing, the playing field, and the rules of the game. The playing field is pretty basic. That's what I wanted when coming up with this game. Your main deck is on the bottom right. The waste, which is basically your discard pile, is above it. Your fusion deck is on the bottom left.
Epic says fusion cards are the collaboration part. Ah, gotcha. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, is this saying that this game is meant to be played like with other TCGs so that you can sort of like fuse like other TCGs into this game somehow? Yak says, I wonder if terrifying and terrific actually have some connection in their origin, seeing as they are such similar sounding words. Terrific and terrifying? Probably. Let's find out. I'm randomly curious. Terrific. From Latin terrere, meaning frighten. Huh. Versus terrifying. From Latin terrificus, meaning frightening. So it's terrere. Oh, yes, from Latin terrificus, meaning, yep, looks like they are both from the same Latin word. You called it, Yak. Epic says no, just use their characters. Oh, okay.
Left, kept separate, and the void, which is the truth, the area where cards removed from the game go, cards in the void are kept sideways above your fusion deck.
How did frighten become a good thing? I mean, well, people go and see horror movies, don't they? I mean, like, a little bit of fear can be a good thing. Like, it can be fun to be like, whoa, that's creepy. Like if you're playing a cool PCG, for example, and an epic villain appears and you're like, whoa, like you're a tiny bit frightened, but that just makes the experience feel cool, Nailgun says adrenaline from being frightened, maybe. Yeah, exactly.
Deck. Other than that, you've got a top row that you can play your creatures in, and a bottom row where you can play your items. There's no limit on how many creatures and items you can have on the playing field, so go wild. The only limitation is your stellar, and how you choose to use it. I can't wait to see how crazy games can end up. That being said, let's talk about the specific rules to follow. Players must have a 40 to 60 card main deck. Typically 40 cards would be better, but I'll allow some wiggle room. Players can also choose to have a fusion deck of up to 20 cards. These numbers can always change, but this is what I have so far. Same with the starting life total. I'm thinking anywhere from 40 to 100 is a good starting number. For now, let's just say 40. It can always be changed later on. After that, it's your standard main phase, where you can play cards. Then, you go into a battle phase where you can attack creatures with creatures. For combat, let's say the core rule. When attacking, I'm thinking that the cards should probably trade damage, meaning that each deals damage equal to their attack to the other one's defense. The red sections being attack and the blue sections being
yeah, this is a lot like Magic, which is cool. I mean, like, if you're going for like the simple, straightforward thing, then makes sense. Epic says, yeah, when Nailgun played alone, he met Zuvak Wise, the scariest creature, and just said, "What's up?" That's hilarious. Yeah, it says Zuvak Wise is terrific, for real. Yeah, for sure. Oh, man.
Defense, of course. But that's the fun of making a community project like this. I want to have these basic ideas that I can share with you all for the game. I want people to experiment with it and see the best ways forward. And the best part? This whole project is going to be free to play online anyway. I kind of hate it when collaborations like this get stopped because money is the main focus. After all, I'm donating my time and my effort to make this free and fun for everyone. This way, people can add on to the project accordingly. That being said, I still want to take up a leader position where it is needed. After all, I came up with this game. The basic idea is my idea, but it's so much more than that. It's a community game that we can all play. And moving forward, I can't wait to see everyone join. As for submissions to the project, you can message me on Discord, Instagram, YouTube, or even my email. I'll put links to all of that in the description below. But I know this video is getting long, so I'll just put a pause on it here. Any last messages? Oh yeah, no battle phase for the player going first. Yeah, that's a common rule.
Cool. The fusion idea is so freaking good. Yeah. The work you put in this game is so impressive. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a really cool game. The art is really well done. The gameplay seems like a lot of fun, and I really like the fusion thing. I'm not sure I fully understand it. Let me see where's the fusion stuff so we can look at it again. Here we go. So, like, first of all, the black hole being here is for the fusion looks really cool. But let's see. So this is Arceus, Crimson Lord of the Void, which is a Cyclops card Weller plus the Berserker. So it has to be So it has to be like these two particular cards. So you have these two cards out. You put this one card over them, and then it becomes this. Okay, when this card deals damage to an opponent's card, this card gains attack and defense equal to. So all right. Interesting. Dragons TCG says, here's to all the kids in school trying to balance grades, social life, their own HTCG in this community experiment. I don't know how y'all do it. Gonna be sending in some artwork, hopefully. So I guess like it's so everyone is gonna get to contribute cards to it and create their own like stuff. Epic says, any updates on the PCG Chronology 2024 edition? I haven't done any work on it. That's the update. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I got distracted by like 10 other like projects. I am the worst. I legit like started a new PCG book in addition to that. But it's like, I don't know, when, you know, it's hard for me to work on a project that I'm working on. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, I have this creative inspiration for this other project, and it ends up being like, well, I can either work on the new thing or work on nothing at all, because like I can't get myself working on the old one. But that's not to say I won't work on PCG Chronology 2024 edition. I will, but I just haven't so far. Sorry. Epic says, I know the feeling. Yeah, it's the worst. It is the worst. Yeah. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I'm curious what the Stellar actually does in this plan. You mentioned it's determined by what card you play first, which is interesting. Interesting. I sent you a teaser of the project. All right. Let's check that out. Whoa. Preview from Epic. It all started in the early 90s. A kid named Chris wanted to create a paper computer game, but he didn't know how to program. Chris decided to do the next best thing and chose to put his game on paper, thus creating the first paper game to ever exist. Ever since that moment, paper computer games, or for short PCGs, have developed into their own unique world of endless creativity. There's nothing quite like them, so I thought I would create this book, to share this amazing idea with the world. Paper computer games exhibit a dreamlike quality that is not matched in any other game system out there. At its core, PCGs are a simple role-playing game for anyone to enjoy. Ooh, cool. Cool. I wonder what the book will be. I guess it's going to be like a general introduction to PCGs for new people. That is really, really cool. That is going to... I'm assuming. Yeah, because I think the best way to get things done is to do the Epic route of doing it as quickly as possible and moving on to the next thing. Yeah, I agree. I agree. For sure. Like, I am also just like pretty saddled with work at the moment. Like, legitimately, I have a laser show that I have to finish by tomorrow for work. I wouldn't have done this stream if I hadn't like gotten it to the point where like at least we have like it's like I have a first draft of all the songs, so it's like basically ready to go. But like, you know, but yeah, like I haven't been able to put as much time into stuff as I would have wanted. Also, the other thing is like it's not just work, it's also like hanging out with friends, because there's like, you know, there's like periods of like freaking 3 days in a row where it's like, you know, where it's like, you know, I'm working in the day and then I'll hang out with like, you know, friends at night, and then the next day I have to work all day like until 10 p.m. and then the day after that I have to, you know, like I have to hang out with friends, and it's like, you know, that cool and all, but like, you know, when you have like freaking 3 days in a row where you can't do anything, it kind of like breaks whatever momentum you had on whatever you were working on. Like, there's moments where I'm like, I'm working on something and I'm like, no, like, don't make me work tomorrow. I'm so close. I'm so close. Like, I like my job and everything. I have a cool job. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that, like, you know, having like so many days that are completely taken up either by work or by friends, like, really breaks your momentum. Like, it's really a project killer. I don't know how I got onto that, but yeah, Epic says that route has shifted now. Now it's just shut out everything and get it done. Quality matters now to me, which is cool. Like, you know, Epic has gotten past the point where nothing's getting done. You know, like, I think like a lot of people, when you're first starting, it's hard to really get yourself into a rhythm where you're working. But Epic has gotten past that. Like, he soared past that. He's gotten past the point where nothing's getting done. And so he has a good work rhythm. And now he's like, I want to take it to the next level. And so from where he's at, I think that makes sense. But I still think that, you know, if you're just starting out, you know, it's better to start with something simple and easy to make, because, you know, that'll get you started, you know? Epic says, I haven't hung out with a friend in like a year, but that's what PCGs are for. They connect everyone. Oh, man. Yak says, it's not that quality doesn't matter, but it's more that you shouldn't let a focus on quality be the reason you don't get things done. Yeah, I agree with that. Epic says, full-time PCGer, Zach? I don't know. I mean, I'd have to make like a lot more money PCGs for that to happen, you know, and get a healthcare plan somehow. HMB says, just don't make friends. I don't know, man. we gotta avoid turning this into a cult. Epic says, yeah, it has to be good, not perfect. Yeah, true. Yak says, it's better to finish a project and have it be lower quality than never finish it and strive for perfection. True. Epic says, yeah, PCGs used to just be a fun hobby for me, but I want to turn them into a business kind of. Yeah, we'll get there. It's gonna happen. It'll happen. Yak says, I'm on the far opposite end of perfectionism, where I just never do anything because I'm impaired by the fear that it won't be exactly the way I want. Yeah, exactly. And that's like, but like, I don't know. I like how you're saying, like, just get everything out when you can't. But that, I guess that's exactly why you're saying that, because you struggle with it so much, and that's, you know, that's the answer. I totally get that it's hard. Even if you understand that that's what needs to be done, it's hard to, like, physically do it. You like to not care about quality, you know? I think the solution is like you need to be with people and like play PCGs all the time, like for a while. You know, like maybe like have a week vacation with some PCG playing people and like just play like be like make PCGs with them and play the PCGs with them constantly, because I feel like in that kind of a casual environment it sort of breaks you out of the whole oh man I want it to be perfect thing, because it's less like creating something and then releasing it and more like just playing with friends and having fun, you know, and that makes it easier to just do it, you know. At least I feel that way. Epic says, hardest part is fighting your weak mind, you know. It's like there's so many easy options in life, but taking the hard route is so much more rewarding. Yeah. Nailgun says, drink the Kool-Aid. Cheers. Epic says, it has to happen soon because time is ticking. I'm going to college strictly to learn about business so I can implement it into PCGs. Oh man. Oh man. That's cool. On the other hand, well, never mind. You know what? I don't know. I mean, like, I guess my only word of caution would be, like, just keep in mind, what if the PCG thing doesn't work out? I'm not saying it won't work out. I think it's definitely possible, and I think it is a good idea to give serious effort to it and try to make it happen. But, like, you know, when choosing your path in life, like, try to, you know, like, because that may happen, but it also may not happen. And so if it doesn't happen, have a backup plan, you know, like have an idea of what you want to do with your business degree. And also, is business something that's interesting to you, you know, on its own? I don't think, I don't know, but yeah, that's cool. It has to work out. If I give it everything, it has a good chance. It does. It does. I do believe that. Yak says, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Exactly. Epic says, if I have no backup plan, then I will only focus on PCGs, thus being more productive and focused. All right, man. All right. But just, don't burn yourself out. Don't burn yourself out. Like, this has to be fun. It has to be fun the whole time. Like, you know, yeah, like it's good to put a serious amount of effort into it, but you know, it has to continue being fun. Like, don't torture yourself to make it happen, because, you know, there's ways to have both, you know. Dude, it's not fun anymore, to be honest. I just have to do this. Really? Well, like, okay. Why not? Like, why? Okay. 2 questions. First of all, why is it not fun anymore? And secondly, if it's not fun anymore, why do you still want to do it? Yak says you would think so, but that probably could also have the opposite effect. Yeah, of like only focusing on PCGs and thus being more productive and focused. Yeah. If you don't enjoy doing it, then you don't have to. Yeah, true. Oh, hey, Skyscape, how's it going? I reacted to your video earlier. We're just hanging out. Your new game looks awesome. Shards of the Multiverse. That's gonna be looks pretty cool. I liked the fusion mechanic, and a lot of the art was really cool. So yeah, I also like the card backs. Really, really well done. But yeah, and it's really cool that you're creating this whole community project. I think that's awesome. Epic says, well, it's healthy to have a sense of purpose. If you don't feel like you matter, you just don't do well. Yeah, true. It is good to have a sense of purpose. It is certainly good to have something to work towards. That's true. Yak says, hey, Skyscape, the new TCG looks like a really good deal. Good idea. Yeah, totally. Epic says, yeah, I'm excited to see how it plays. Yeah, same. I mean, but yeah, I mean, like, wait, is chat not refreshing? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, Yak says, your sense of purpose should be something bigger than a fleeting hobby that you could fall out of, though. There should be a larger goal behind why you do it. I mean, I guess for Epic, for him, it's not like a fleeting hobby. Well, I guess anything can be a fleeting hobby, you know? But it's just like, you know, I guess my feeling is that Epic feels like PCGs sort of are what he wants to do in life, which I think is, you know, fine. Like, if you have something, like maybe now it's a fleeting hobby, but later it can become something you want to do. I really do believe that. And I do think it's good to have a sense of purpose and, you know, cool. But I do think, like, it should still, like, you should still enjoy it, though. I do, like, Skyscape says, thank you very much for your kind words. It means a lot. For now, I'll just watch the PCG stuff. Looks cool. Thanks so much, dude. Awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, what were we talking about? Making PCGs into a business. I mean, okay, yeah, wait, let's see. Yak says, there's nothing wrong with wanting to do PCGs in the long run, but I think it's also important to have larger core values driving it instead of just doing it because you said you would. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, like, you gotta, like, yeah, like, it's important to do what, you know, to go where you want to go in this life, you know, like do what, you know, what you enjoy, what you're interested in. And I mean, like, using me as an example, I mean, okay, I'm probably not the best example because I haven't started, like, a tremendously successful business or whatever. But I've sort of started a business, right? I mean, like, I went from PCGs being nothing to PCGs kind of being, like, now it has a community around it, and there's a website where you can, like, there's merch you can buy. So technically that's a business, even though I make, like, maybe, like, $2 a year on it, you know? But I think I don't know, taking that as an example, like, something can both be a hobby and it can grow into a business over time. Just keep building on it, you know? Why does this keep... Alright, here we go. Epic says, I mean, it's all I really got. Like, my TCG is really cool and all, but it won't be successful. So many TCGs exist, but for PCGs, there's only one. Yeah, it says, there's nothing wrong with wanting to do PCG. Oh, I read that one already. Epic says, yeah, Zach, your work is very impressive. Oh, thanks so much, dude. Yeah, I mean, like, it's like a fraction of the way, like, you know, it's not gonna achieve success overnight, but I think that, you know, if, like, but I think it can, and, you know, and it will, and the fact that it's gotten as far as it has kind of proves that it's at least possible, you know. Skyscape says, even if you're just starting out or if you have doubts, you're doing great. Keep it up. Yeah, exactly, you know. It's, I mean, like, I think that's something that all of us, whether you're creating PCGs or TCGs or just anything creative, it's like, you know, all of us at some point are like, hey, is it even possible for this to get anywhere? And you know what the thing is, maybe it isn't, you know, like I don't know for a fact if paper computer games are going to go any further than this. I don't know that, you know, they may not. If we could like open a portal and see 50 years into the future and like PCGs have completely died out and that's it, I would not be like tremendously surprised. That would be sad, but I wouldn't be surprised because it's still very possible that could happen, you know? But like, even if it does, though, it's worth it because it's fun now. We have a fun community now. And building on that may lead to something more. And if it does, cool. You know, the possibility of that is fun. But it's not just the possibility of that it could lead to something in the future that keeps me going. The other thing that keeps me going is that it's fun now. Playing paper computer games is fun, and creating them is fun, and seeing the games that you guys create is fun, and, you know, working together to build this interconnected universe is fun. You know, like, and I mean, that's sort of my guiding principle as well. You know, like, go into this with the assumption that, hey, you may or may not get anywhere, but have fun with it now along the way. Because and like, those two things are not opposing goals. They can work together, and I think they should, you know, as well. Let's see. I have to keep refreshing this chat. HMB says this went from being a PCG stream to a stream about life. Yeah, they do have a way of doing that, don't they? Epic says, you guys just don't understand it. It's about the discipline, and I like when it just has a big risk. I just got to get to work. All right, man. You know what? I do respect that. You know, I like, if that is what works for you, then, you know, Godspeed. I support it. Everyone's gotta, like, everyone works the way they work, and everyone's gotta, you know, do things the way that they gotta do things. And you know, best of luck. I hope it works. And if there's any way, you know, I can help, you know, let me know. HMB says, it'll probably happen if you keep working on it hard enough for a long time. It's just that most people give up before then. Yeah. Because I believe that it has potential to grow. It's just that there's no point in doing it if you're not enjoying it. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Epic says, nothing will get done if I just get burnt out when you guys and future people... I want you guys and future people to have more fun with PCGs. Yeah. True. I want us to do that too. Skyscape says, how do you push past absolutes in crossovers? For example, supreme beings, ultimate powers in technology, etc. That is a really good question, Skyscape. And by the way, when you brought that up in your reaction video, like, I was like, ooh, that's interesting. In our PCG universe, we haven't really bumped into that too much. We have, because like most people haven't really made any PCGs that have characters that are like absolute, like, this is the strongest guy in the universe, or this is definitely the absolute beginning of the universe. Occasionally there have been, and people create, and people do create, like, for example, Compact Dev created like a story about how the PCG universe was created, and it's about these two deities who existed before time, and through their interactions the universe was created. And, you know, that's probably going to conflict with something somebody else makes in the future, which is going to be an interesting thing to deal with. The thing is, you know, and this is something I deal with in my video on canon, but the thing is that, like, I think, like, at least when I make my games, I try as much as I can to incorporate stuff from other people's games that, you know, like, want to be part of the PCG universe, obviously. Like, if somebody else, you know, like I'll include crossover characters and whatever. I'll treat it as if it's one big universe, and I'll try to respect canon. Like, if somebody made a game where there was, like, the strongest guy ever, you know, then, you know, I'll try to respect those rules for that character if I use or mention the character, you know? So I try as much as I can. However, you know, in a universe like this that's being created by so many different people, there's inevitably going to be contradictions. You know, there's inevitably going to be two guys out there who are supposed to be the strongest guy ever. And so, like, when that happens, I would say that, like, if I'm making a new game and I see that two other people have created two different games who both have the strongest guy ever, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna have to play it by ear. I'm gonna have to. First of all, my guiding principle is that I'm gonna have to create the best story I can. If I can respect both stories and treat them both as canon, I will. If not, there's other possibilities I can go with. I can be like, all right, my game will ignore that other game and treat this game as, like, that one's canon to this game, you know? I sort of think that, like, that's kind of the way it has to be, like, because there's no central guiding PCG authority that decides what's canon and what isn't to the PCG universe. And we can't really, like, police people and tell them, like, hey, you can't make this game if it contradicts my game, you know, or whatever. So we basically, we build on what each other have created, but people have the freedom to create stuff that contradicts with each other a little bit. And that's basically what I get into in the canon video. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question. It is certainly a very interesting issue, and a really big hiccup with what I was talking about in the video about the TCG shared universe. So a really good point in bringing that up. Yak says, in general, the absolutes don't affect most small stories, assuming that the understanding is that they work in the background. Yeah, that is true. Epic says, Croconow, Mythar, and Patron. Yeah, true. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, Croconow and Mythar. And, you know, other PCGs have introduced their own deities as well. And, it's not always clear what their relationship between them is. But yeah, Skyscape says, good answer and feedback. I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. I like what Stan Lee once said. It comes down to the writers and creators. True. But most importantly, it's fun. Let's keep making stories. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I agree completely. What a coincidence. I was actually just reading a comic by Stan Lee today. Like this Stan Lee creating his own version of DC Comics. But yeah, HMB says, Epic, I'm curious, how will you make PCGs big? For me, my idea is making videos about PCGs that will get lots of views and eventually build a community. Yeah, HMB, I agree with that idea as well. I think, like, I sort of ultimately feel like, personally, there's no, like, one way to get PCGs big. I think the way to get PCGs big is for different people in the community to have different ideas and pursue those ideas. Some people will make videos and get lots of views. That'll bring people into the community. Other people will create, like, books or other PCG related products, and that will, give people more to engage with. And other people will just make PCGs. And through all these people making, creating, showing their friends, there's many different approaches, but for this to get big, all of those approaches are needed. So many different, there's a million different approaches, Epic says, you will see, but your take is good because you're good at that skill. Yeah, for sure. HMB is really, really good at making videos. Like, dang. I think he surprised all of us when he started making video essays that were like epic. Not like epic, but like you know, that were really good. Nailgun says, I have the Mars Attacks comics in my room. I have to finish reading some of those someday. Yeah, cool. I didn't even realize there were Mars Attacks comics. HMV says, true, Zach, I'll make videos and Epic will do business stuff. Exactly, you know? Exactly. Everyone does what works for them. Everyone does stuff in their own way, and we'll all work together and build off what each other create, and it's awesome. Yak says, out of curiosity, as a DC fan, where do you think the best place for a newcomer to start on the comics? Listen, dude, just dive in. Like, there's no perfect place to start. And that's one of the things that people get tripped up on. Oh, should I start here? Should I start here? The thing is, these comics are going on, like, forever. These are, like, continuing stories that have been going on for decades. And if you're looking for a perfect starting point, there isn't one. Every time it starts, like, so every now and then they'll, like, reboot the universe to make a good starting point for new fans. But after a while, that becomes not relevant as well, and, like, older stories get brought back in, and over time, just grab one. Just grab one that looks cool. Grab, like, you know, one of these collected editions of, like, a story arc that you think looks cool, of a character that you think looks cool, and read it. It does not matter where you start. Like, and, you know, that's how I started when I was a kid, and I would just go to the comic shop and, like, get whatever comic looked cool, you know? Like, I saw a Superman TV show, and I thought that looked cool, so I went to the comic store and grabbed whatever Superman comic book they had, and that was that, you know? And that's kind of, and, like, for many years, that's just kind of what you had to do, because we didn't have those collected editions or online comics or whatever. But yeah, start wherever. But yeah, let's refresh this, because I feel like chat is HME says, Epic, I can definitely help with your plan. Ooh, awesome. Epic says, it's our plan. I'm just setting the pace. Heck yeah. You will see. It's hard to explain. Interesting. All right. Well, I'm very curious to see what it ends up being. Let's see. Skyscape says, I love lore and connected things, but for comics like DC, any lore can change and be different from comic to comic. Like Zach said, pick up something you said and go from there. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I am also a fan of lore and of connected things. So that's pretty cool. Yak says, that's good to know. My worry has always been that I wouldn't understand what was going on if I just jumped in at the middle of something, but you definitely make a good point. Yeah, to some extent you are jumping in at the middle, but that's just how comics are. There's just no way around it. You just gotta bite the bullet and dive in, and that's it. Like, but you can start at the beginning of a story arc, though. I mean, there's all this continuity before that, but you know, if you start with one of these collected editions, usually, like, they'll start at the beginning of a particular arc. So, you know, like, let's say you're starting with a Superman comic, right? Like, hold on, let me give you an example. Like, okay, so this one over here, right? This is a Superman comic arc. This is Hell on Earth, and where like this dude comes like from Krypton and attacks. This is a storyline, and they've collected all the comics that are part of this. So like, if you get this collected edition, this is starting you more or less at the beginning of this story, but like this is part of the main continuity. So there's all this history that comes before it, like. You know, Superman has a backstory, like all these characters have stories before, but that's just kind of okay. You know, it's okay to just like dive in at the beginning of this story. At least it gives you a starting point, and you know, I think that works pretty well. But yeah, Epic says, to be honest, my thing won't come out for a while. This part has to be perfect. Fair enough, dude. It might take all year. It might take as long as GTA 6. Oh, dang. That's a while. Skyscape says, take as long as you need. Wait, not that long. Yeah, Epic just sent me some failed cover art, but you might like it. I think that looks really cool. Can I show that on stream, Epic? But yeah, like, let's see. Yeah, because I think of comics a little bit too much like modern TV shows where you have to watch all the way through in order to get the payoff. Yeah, yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, there's some truth to that, but because, like, they do have continuities that go on for years. But on the other hand, it doesn't have that much truth because, you know, like, as new creators come in, like, the continuity that happened before often, like, doesn't matter that much to what's going on right now. And, like, and, you know, the story just kind of changes and evolves and shifts over time. So, yeah. Yeah, show it? Okay. So, yeah, like, I think that looks really cool. We've got Balzac Lobotron over here from my PCG and his Starship the Tabernacle. I love this, like, this style over here of, like, the way the fuel is drawn. I think that looks really cool. The sparkles in the background are cool. You know, what's not to like? Oh, shoot, my face is in the way. I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. I think it's a cool cover. But, yeah. What else did I have to do today? I seem to have run out of chat messages to respond to. Man, this always happens, you know? Like, I always, like, start talking and then, like, and start responding to chat messages, and then I get, like, that becomes, like, the whole stream. And then once that's over, I'm like when people have stopped saying stuff, I'm like, oh, shoot. I have nothing else to say. I'm on camera, but I'm like, what do I do? What do I talk about? Yeah, says I love the way he depicted Balzac. Yeah, isn't that cool? Jimmy says, Zach, want to watch my Minecraft vid now? Sure. I'll look at a little bit of it. It's since you said it's not PCG related, but let's see. Where is? Can you send the link in Discord, HMB? I'll look for it in the meantime. Epic says it doesn't look professional enough. I mean, I guess, but it looks. I mean, like these are PCGs though. Like, I mean, they don't gotta look professional. Nailgun says I like it honestly. The shading on the three objects is super cool. Yeah, totally, right? The shading on Balzac is like, it's not too intense. It's just like, it's subtle enough that it gives it a nice feel. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool. But yeah, what am I doing? Okay, I'll like. All right, we've got this video.
Let's go, a new Minecraft world.
Well, let me just.
It seems like
just stay stepping into this. I am not a Minecraft guy, so I do not know what I'm doing. Here. By the way, let's see. Skyscape says, at least you're entertaining while going, though. Oh, thanks, man. And Arrakis, I guess my question would be, do you have any current theories for Shards of the Multiverse's story? Didn't watch earlier. I'm curious. Interesting. Do I have any theories? I don't have any so far, but now that you said that, that makes me think, like, what might the story be? Because, let's see, we're dealing with all these creatures getting fused together. That was really cool. I don't know. I mean, it's called Shards of the Multiverse, and shards seems to be, like, an important mechanic in here. So, I don't know. I'm imagining somehow, like, shards from all different worlds of TCGs are going to get thrown together in some way. But beyond that, I mean, like, there's not a whole lot to work with here. We have some cards to look at, like Thomas Coulson, but, I mean, that's just a guy. That doesn't tell us much about the story, you know? And there's magic and items in it, but alright, that still doesn't tell us much about the story. A lot of universes have magic and items. So really the only thing is the fusion. The one thing, like, the black hole in the fusion, I'm not sure if that is, like, a clue or if that's just, like, a cool, like, icon. It does sort of make me feel like there's something, you know, I don't know, multiversal or, like, cosmic going on. But it's hard to... I mean, well, I guess that's true, obviously, because Shards of the Multiverse, you know, like, that makes it feel like there's some sort of multiversal threat happening. I guess not even that is necessarily true, but that would be my guess, like some sort of major multiversal threat going on. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. Nailgun says Skyscape. I'm thinking something like a ripple in time causes the fusions. Yeah. I mean, that might make sense. Interesting. Skyscape says, also, I want to see this Minecraft stuff. All right, let's go. Yak says voice acting in a Minecraft video. Oh no. Nailgun says professional voice actor here. Oh, real. Oh, man. Yak says Skyscape, how long have you been making TCGs? Skyscape says, I will say there are hints and clues everywhere, even when it looks like there's not. Ooh, that's all I'll say for now. Oh man. We're going to have to do like a PCG theory video about this. That is good to know. Anyway, let's look at Minecraft. And for a while, Daniel, about 8 years now. Oh, dang. That is quite impressive. Epic says, Crow Lysians better be in the new game, Jared. Oh, man. I feel like I may have gotten that reference. Alright, bit loud. Alright, yeah, let's lower the video.
The world isn't loading properly.
Hey, what are you doing on the surface?
Wait, how did you get into my survival world?
You clearly don't know what's happening. Come on, follow me.
Weird. Whoa, you have a whole secret base down here. This is sick.
Yeah, we've been living here for quite some time. Here, meet my squad members.
I have so many questions, though. How did the world end up like this?
After the organization took over the world, they destroyed everything. We're on the last remaining chunk in this world. One far, far away from the portal.
Hold on, the portal? What's that?
The portal leads you to the Nether, which is the home base of the organization. However, the portal has snipers, guards, and a lot of troops on duty 24/7, so there's literally no chance we're getting in.
Bro, what is this game turned into? I should have just played Roblox.
Follow me into this room. I have something I want to show you. One of our teammates went on a mission a few months ago, but they never returned. However, before leaving, he left something.
The editing is really good. I don't expect, like, you know, editing this good on a Minecraft video. Although I do expect it from HMB, because HMB is a master editor.
Might want to see what it is.
Place 3 end crystals on platform to end the organization.
We're guessing the platform he was talking about is in the Nether, but we're not exactly sure. Right now, we're planning a mission to find more land, because we're running out of resources. We hope to... Oh shoot, it happened sooner than I thought.
Wait, what happened?
Quick, jump in!
Oh my god.
The organization found us. Get in one of the minecarts.
But wait, we don't have enough minecarts for everyone.
The rest have to fend off the organization, but we have to go now.
Okay. Oh, I can't believe I almost just died. Hey, where does this track lead to? Wait, there's no more?
This is as much as we could build with our limited supplies. Grab an elytra, we have to fly to the portal. And, yo, I'm sorry, but we only have 2 elytras.
Dude, why'd you just do that?
I didn't like him anyways.
And we're gonna what? We can't do that? You literally said there's snipers guarding the portal 24/7. We're for sure getting shot down.
We at least have to try.
Alright, I guess. Oh, we've been flying for hours now. Are you sure we're not going the wrong way?
Of course I don't know if we're going the right way.
Epic says, is the organization just the off-brand company in Minecraft? A good question. Neilgun says, yes, I'm accepting the best supporting actor for this performance. Well done, Nailgun. Yak says, the cube penny. Epic says, this is so epic. Oh, man.
Does it look like I have a compass on me? But we have to keep going. Hold on. I think I see something.
Yeah, same. What do you think it is? Nailgun and I approached the strange object, but we soon noticed that something was wrong.
I hear some noises. Someone might be here. Proceed with caution.
I think there's somebody coming up. Hide behind the wall, quick!
Hey, boss. Sorry, we searched the chunk, but we didn't find anyone there, so they must have escaped.
They probably work for the organization. What do?
We have to try to knock them out. Here, take my sword.
Okay, here goes nothing. Let's go! Wait, I think he dropped something. A book? We're planning to close all contact from the overworld, destroying the portal in 5 days.
Oh, this is bad. We have to get there or else we'll be stuck in the overworld forever. But we have to loot up here before we go.
There's a lot of chests in here, wow. Wait, what? All of them are empty.
No, there's no way they would just build this place just to store nothing in it.
They're really cool. Skyscape says, and the Oscar goes to Nailgun, yes. HMB says, that's Wizo voicing the guard. Oh, nice. Skyscape says, Oscars to everyone. Dang. Epic says, Wizo has a one-hit wonder. Yeah, seriously.
Must be some kind of hidden chest here.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we've searched this whole place now and still can't seem to find anything at all.
Cuts are just so
Hold up a
satisfying.
second. I think someone's coming down.
Yeah, we have to hide right now. They seem to be another one of those organization workers. Wait, what is he doing? Whoa, they're going into a secret room? I can't believe we couldn't find it.
Let's go in after he leaves.
Yes, he's leaving. Let's see what's in there. Wait, a compass?
It says it leads to the portal.
After taking the compass, me and Nailgun started flying towards the portal again. But we were in for a surprise.
Oh no.
Wait, Nailgun, what's wrong?
We're getting low on rockets. I'm afraid if we don't find the portal soon, we might end up falling into the void.
Oh my god, we're here. Hold on, where are the snipers? This is weird. Nobody's guarding the portal. Something's wrong. We might be being set up. What do you think, Nailgun? Nailgun? Nailgun, where are you? Okay, this is really bad. I have to get out of here. Shoot, I've no more rockets.
You're coming with me.
Oh no, to be continued. Dang, that was really well done. The cuts and everything, it felt really like legitimately like cinematic. Like everything was like, you know, it's very like, you know, yeah, that was really well done. I don't know, let's give that a like. Yeah. How many views did this get? 665. Dang. That's awesome. All right. Oh, clues. Now slaves to dragonic overlords, these carved cyclopses were once powerful beings that threatened the very existence of their current enslavers. I wonder how many of these have flavor text. Anyway, what's chat saying? Skyscape says, I love this vid, but can we just take time to talk about how the void in shows is never just nothing? There's always something. True. I'm hooked. Good job, everyone. Yeah, they really outdid themselves. Great job, HMV. Like, HMV is always coming up with new creative ways to make videos, and they're always really good. Like, and yeah, everyone was great on the voice acting, and you know, like, yeah, it was fun. Really well done. Wait, what am I? All right, yeah. So, yeah. What other... Is there anybody else that does have flavor text? Let's see. Void Curse. Alright, so there's like... So the Void has something to do with it. Oh, wait. Was that a clue? When you said how the Void in shows is never just nothing? Was that a clue when you said that, Skyscape? Skyscape says subscribe to HMV. Awesome. Yeah, everyone should sub to HMV. HMV is awesome. What other clues can be found? I mean, how many, like... I don't know. Okay, so there's definitely werewolves in the game. And there's dragons. But that doesn't necessarily tell us anything, except that it's a, fantasy universe with werewolves and dragons in it. Skyscape says, I can try to answer what I can for now if you guys want to explore. Oh. There's a PCG video by Nailgun that Epic just sent me. Oh shoot, should I watch should I react to that? This will drive you crazy, but some things are hidden in darkness. All right. Some things are hidden in darkness, like in the void. Nailgun says ARG type puzzle. Hold up, this is my forte. Yeah, it kind of is, right? I'm guessing majority of the clues lay hidden in the black backgrounds. Ooh, that's interesting. Can we see anything in the black backgrounds? I don't see anything. HB says, basically, I'm going to make a vid like that Minecraft one about PCGs. The first one is going to be about Agent Peanut Escapes PCG. That's awesome. I already started remaking the game as a map in Minecraft. Dude, that is so cool. Skyscape says, oh, sweet. Yeah, back to PCGs. Alrighty. Yeah, let's do it. Hold on. Duh. I want the video, not the Discord, dang it. The coolest PCG mechanics, in my opinion, by Nailgun. Why am I not subscribed to Nailgun? You are watching Nailgun. So I am. Chapter 1, Introduction. Oh hey, it's Tutorial Bot.
All of us have that one game or community that we share a special connection with.
That is true.
Whether that be because it helped us meet new friends or it was simply just a fun activity to partake in. In my case, that community has to be the Paper Computer Game Community.
Whoa.
A goofy but charming...
Whoa. Check out the 3D printed Tutorial Bot over there. Whoa.
Charming medium of art where you control a guy on paper.
Yeah.
Making a PCG is a super time-intensive project. I cannot put into words how many PCGs I have attempted to make, but I end up scrapping the entire thing halfway through. The reason PCGs have hooked me as much as they have is because of the amount of creativity the community oozes.
Once again, really good editing. Like, man, it's been a while since I thought about that. Since like, Nailgun, didn't you edit one of those like very early PCG theory videos? Like like, and I remember your editing being really good, but it's gotten like even better. Like another really good edited video tonight. This is awesome. Ooh. Epic says, I gotta get to bed soon, but this stream was a good one, Zach. Lots of good discussion with everyone. Oh, thanks so much, Epic. Skyscape should seriously make a VCG, though. I mean, yeah, if he wants to, totally. Skyscape says, here's my one hint. When the screen is full black, you'll find some stuff. You might need some light, though. Anyway, PCGs. Yes, all right. After this video, we'll go back and look and look for... we will investigate. Gun says, the tutorial bot is real. I have 2 on my desk. Dude, that is freaking awesome.
Card games, real video games.
Oh, hey, that's the Zubek the trading card game, but the PCG TCG by Yak.
Books, comics, and all you need to get started is a simple pen and paper.
What? Why do I not have this book? I love how we're in this era where, like, there's PCG books that, like, exist that I legitimately don't have. Like, can I get this book?
Paper. And with that pen and paper, so much has been created.
Heck yeah, it has. Nailgun says, yeah, I edited both of HMB's theory videos on the PCG Theory channel. Yeah, and you did an awesome job of it. So, in retrospect, this is not surprising. But I guess you just haven't done videos in so long that it's been like, whoa. Like, I'm startled by how awesome this is. Yak says, from Skyscape's vid, the Void invades the multiverse led by a leader cloaked in shadows. No one is able to reach the suppressive threat or damage it directly. Ah, dude. Instead, the multiverse must make alliances in battle to survive and support one another. Ah, dude. This will be a battle game, but this will also hold community values and an underlying theme of supporting one another. Dude.
This video is actually about interesting mechanics, or just anything interesting I've found in any PCG. But the first PCG I must talk about is Deer.
Oh, hey.
Deer is a fantastic...
Oh, hey. I made that game. By the way, when did this come out? A month ago? How did this come out a month ago and I didn't know? Nobody told me. What the heck? But anyway.
PCG I must talk about is Deer. Deer is a fantastic PCG created by Zach, the creator of the Paper Computer Games channel. You take a role as a mother deer in a forest protecting, or at least trying to protect your babies from 2 hunters. It's a story about death and peace. It's also a social commentary about hunting and ethics. It's a thought provoker. It's actually amazing. It's a great playthrough, and if you can't play it, then you can also watch it on YouTube. Link in the description. But yeah, I'm not here to discuss the story. I'm here for the mechanics. Yeah. In Deer, you only have 3 save games. If you don't know what save games are, they're kind of like checkpoints. So if you die, you can save game or return to a previous situation or part. So in Deer, you're basically only allowed to make 3 mistakes.
Yeah, so like save game, like to elaborate on that a little bit, save game like lets you go back in time to like whenever you want. Like let's say you die, you'll be like save game, and then you're back to right before you died. But you can also save game to like a specific point. Like I can be like let's say you're having a conversation with a person in a game and you say the wrong thing or whatever. You can be like save game to before I said that, or save game to before this conversation started. I want to try a different tack, and then you like try speaking in a different character or whatever. But yeah, in this game, like he's saying, I reduced it so you can only save game 3 times.
And yes, I know that the ending of the Deer is when you die or make 3 mistakes. But having only 3 save games is so interesting. It really strays away from the norm of having unlimited save games. I'd love to see more PCGs that have a limited amount of save games. It reminds me of a roguelike mechanic like The Binding of Isaac or Dead Cells, and it really just puts more weight on your actions. Like, if I do a mistake or I make a mistake, then it actually impacts me instead of just going, oh, could I save game and go back? I'm not saying that every PCG should have limited save games, but I'm just saying that it's such an interesting concept that should be explored further.
Totally, I agree.
Another PCG I'd like to analyze would have to be Bots Bridge. Again,
What's your chat saying before we go on to the next one? Skyscape says, "Dear." Skyscape says, "Oh yeah, please, everyone here, tag people that you include in videos. I know some people that never saw shoutouts until years later." Yeah, for sure. I always try to, but yeah, it's definitely a good point. Skyscape says, "The infinite save game glitch. I like it." Yes. Nailgun says, "Yeah, I link all the footage and important community videos in used in my videos along with a list of music used." Yeah, excellent. You nailed it. I see what you did there.
It's created by Zach. This game looks very simple at first, but where it really shines is its use of sight. This game basically mimics a map. All screens fit together in a way that makes it look like one big screen. So once you enter a location, another screen, doesn't matter how big or small, gets added next to the other ones. It's kind of like a game of dominoes. I'd love to see another style of PCG similar to this. It feels like you're discovering parts of a map. It reminds me of Fog of War in real-time strategy games or war games such as Civ 6. Maybe this concept could be explored, like having screens be taken away from the player's view, allowing a strategy or maybe even horror aspect to certain PCGs.
Yeah, very true. All three of those games that are connected to each other are like that. Tree, Bots Bridge, and what's the third one? Oh, Biko's Defense. Yeah, like all three of those are made so that each screen is like placed right next to each other. I think it's a really fun mechanic, and it's definitely something I want to do a lot more with because I feel like it's just a really satisfying format of PCG, you know. Yak says, "The only thing about limited save games is that sometimes the player actually does have to try over and over again in order to beat a screen." Yeah, true. Very, very true. So that is a problem. You have to really think this through because if you're gonna limit the number of save games, you got to think out what happens when they run out of save games, you know, or what kind of a game it is. Like, does it work well? Because, like, one example of that is, like, when Chris made the PCG Ghosts, that said, like, he decided that since you're a ghost, you have no save games. You know, save game is a mechanic to deal with death, and in this game, you're already dead, so you can't save game. So, like, in that game, it really, really worked because, like, it made me fearful legitimately fearful to mess up. So whenever I encountered new situations, you know, I'd approach with caution. I'd sort of dip my toe in before anything because, you know, but that game was built in such a way that it worked because you don't really die. Like, at least I never died in that game. It's more about the intrigue of trying to, like, find out what people are up to, of, like, spying on them and, like, trying to manipulate humans and, you know, trying to learn all these secrets about the past, but you don't really die, and it's not really about beating screens. So it's not built around having to try many different times in order to beat things. It's more just like trying to navigate this world, and in that case, not having the save game ability makes it have more of a sense of immediacy. But he's saying, that wouldn't work for every game. Nailgun says, "Yeah, some PCGs have puzzles based on trial and error sometimes, which is why limited save games aren't necessarily good." Yeah, exactly. Like, you just have to figure out what's right for the game that you're making. Skyscape says, "That restriction sounds like fun. Limiting some mechanics to explore more. I like it." Yeah, absolutely. It hasn't been done a ton in PCGs, but when it is, it's been a lot of fun. Let's keep going.
Something I'd like to take a good look at would have to be the item box. The item box is really cool.
Hey.
It's a feature I haven't seen in many PCGs except for the alien abduction made by Zach in HMB.
This is like one of my oldest PCGs. Like, I mean, I know my art now is bad, but like, oh man, look at this game. Like, this is like way back before there was a YouTube, like, before there was even a wiki, and like, And yeah, like the item box is one of those creations from back then that I pretty much abandoned since then. I do like the idea a lot, but I've just never really found as much of a use for it, I guess, as I did back then. I guess like I'll let Nailgun explain it.
Travel game made by Epic Worlds. I just love this concept. The ability to shove something in a box and just have it way later down the line reminds me of something from a roguelike.
Yeah.
It entices replayability to see if you can get the best item in the game into that box.
So like just to expand on that a little bit, like what the item box does is that if you put, like, let's say you're in this game in the Alien Abduction, and you put something in an item box, then the item box is gonna automatically disappear and then reappear in the next paper computer game that player plays. No matter where in time it is, if they're playing as a different character, it doesn't matter. Wherever that player next plays, the item box will appear and it'll have whatever item you put in it there. So it's a way to like send yourself items essentially. Now, when this actually messed with the storyline, because when the item box was used in this game, the Alien Abduction, my friend Pierre was playing it, and she put Zuvak in the box, and that was how Zuvak ended up getting sent to the next game, which takes place 1,000 years in the past. So that's how that ended up getting incorporated into the storyline, because Zuvak was sent 1,000 years into the past, and he was abducted and had to spend 1,000 years, living under the Kroden regime, and they reprogrammed him to be evil. And and all this storyline came out of that, just because when she was playing this game, she put him in the box. But yeah.
Beast travel game made by Epic Worlds. I just love this concept. The ability to shove something in a box and just have it way later down the line reminds me of something from a roguelike.
Totally.
It entices replayability to see if you can get the best item in the game into that box. I love how it also impacts the future, because if I shove something into it like Zuvak, and 1,000 years down the line he comes out of it, it would definitely impact and affect the future storyline. That actually happened. This
I'm
concept
sorry, I gave away the spoiler. I did not realize. I'm sorry.
Makes a feature in Mercado, the market universe adjacent to the PCG universe, where people can go and buy stuff and bring it back to their world with Mercado coins. The item box is just a very cool concept. It shows other roguelike aspects just like limited save games did, but more of a replayability aspect. It also adds potential for a storyline, such as, what if the main character just falls into an item box? What would happen? Where would they go? What would happen to the future storyline?
That's an interesting question. I hadn't even thought of that.
Those are some of the most interesting mechanics or concepts in the PCG I've ever seen. If you want to, you can leave some in the comments and I may do a part 2. Who knows?
Please do.
I think
this was a really interesting video. I really enjoyed that. It was like, it's a really interesting topic, and you really highlighted some really cool things. Like, the way the video is made, it really makes me want to like explore this, like this, like the world of different things you can do with PCGs, But yeah.
I think that all of these concepts should be explored.
Totally.
They're also cool in their own ways and should be used more often. Obviously, having an overabundance of these mechanics will probably be bad. Limited save games shouldn't be the norm, nor should item boxes. But I just think that they're really cool and interesting, and you should explore possibilities with them. See ya.
That's awesome. Yeah, let's share this video. I know I'm late to the party, but this video only has 44 views, and I would like to fix that if possible. I know I'm late to the party, but oh man, this video is cool. Well done, Nailgun. Wait, is that the right? Yeah, that's nail gun. Okay. There we go. Yay. Let's see if there's any comments. Oh, hey, Skyscraper reacted to it. Great work. Siren the Elf says, limited save games are cool for the fact that you can't really mess around anymore with the puzzles. It's a hardcore mechanic that's definitely not utilized as much. True. It does have its downsides, though. Well, such as you can use all your saves, you probably can't continue the game anymore. This is why I'd love to see it more in one-pagers, since it's only one plot and puzzle. Yeah, that's exactly why I used it in Deer, because in Deer, the point is that you are inevitably going to run out of your saves and you're going to die. Like, that's the point of it. That brings you to the ending of the game where you die because it's not supposed to be beatable. Like, and that's exactly why it worked in that situation. And it, like, communicates the idea that the game is trying to communicate. But yeah, I think there's other modifications of that idea that you could work with. I mean, like, I don't know, maybe you could make it so that every 3 times you die, I don't know, you start over from a particular place, or you start over with a modification, you know? I don't know. HMB says true, it deserves more views. Yeah, absolutely. Skyscape says the coolest video on PCG mechanics in my factually supported opinion. I agree wholeheartedly. Shared enticing information I haven't heard before. Yeah, absolutely. Dude, this is so freaking epic. Your editing is really good. Yeah, absolutely. Really good editing. Absolutely. Item box is epic. I put them in almost all my PCGs now. Yeah. That is wild to me. Which I think is awesome. Like, it's something that I made so long ago that I forgotten, or like not forgotten, but like, have largely abandoned and haven't used in many years in my games, and Epic like brought them back in a whole new way, and is like making really good use of them. So that's really satisfying to see. Nail gun with the sunglasses. Multipaper says, bro, this is probably the best first video I've ever seen. Good job, and can't wait to see more. Yeah, absolutely, agreed. Have you made any more videos since then? Just streams. Dang. Nail gun, make more PCG videos. I want to see them. I want to watch them because they are very entertaining. And, well, not just entertaining, but interesting and engaging, and really good video essays. Man, you guys are all so good. Like, so many good videos I'm seeing today. No Gun says I'm working on a PCG video right now. Yes, that is what I want to hear. This time when he makes it, somebody let me know, because I want to know. Ooh, it's about PCG villains. Ooh, so cool. Yeah. Oh man. So, I'm thinking. I think that's probably everything I had to react to. Skyscape says, "You always hit the nail on the head." Wait, I mean, you always nail it. Hold up. You always hammer through making content. Dang it, it's hard not to reference nails. Yeah, that is surprisingly difficult, isn't it? Yak says we are currently watching the greatest PCG villain of them all. That's right. That's me. Alright, I'm gonna talk more about my Minecraft videos. Alright, dude. I'm thinking this might be a good time to think about considering possibly ending the stream in the near future. Just because it is, well, late. I have accomplished most of the things I wanted to do, and I do have to work at 9:45 in the morning. But if anyone has any, like a few more things they want me to address, I will. Skyscape says PCG villains. Yeah, indeed. That should be interesting. And this is like inspiring me to make more videos. Like, dang, why am I not making videos? I need to make more of them. Agent B says basically me will be Agent Peanut, and I basically act like I'm playing a PCG, but it'll be scripted. Dude, that sounds really cool. I like that a lot. I think that is an excellent idea. I mean, you're like, this Minecraft video was really good, so like that as an adaptation of Agent Peanut, like that's awesome. Agent B says, Zach, is Yak still your editor? I mean, we haven't really worked together on anything in quite a while, but I mean, in theory, I'm definitely like, I definitely am still into the idea of working with him if he wants. Actually, we had started working on something together, and so that was sort of part of the reason that I hadn't, approach him on other projects, because we were still sort of in the middle of working on something. Though I haven't brought that up in a while. Actually, come to think of it, Yak, if you're still there, we should finish that thing we were working on together, because that would be pretty cool. It's quite an interesting project. I think pretty different than the kind of stuff I've done before on the PCG channel. Yak the editorial, yeah. Skyscape says, I need to hire you as an editor. I do all this myself. Oh, man. Yeah, I know the feeling. Editing is certainly pretty time-consuming. Yak says, oh, dude, I need to finish that up. It honestly completely slipped my mind. Oh, man. Like, I've been meaning to remind you for a while. I keep being like, man, I need to remind Yak, but it's always never the right moment. Like, I have that thought, and then I'm like, at work, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll remind him when I get home, and then I forget, like, or I'm at a friend's house, and I'm like, oh, well, I'll remind Yak later, I only think of it when it's not the right moment to remind him. But yeah, now that we're here, I'm glad it came up. I'll get back to you about that later this week. All right, excellent. I will try and remind you again later this week, so that hopefully it happens, because that would be cool. Nailgun says that thing. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's a fun project. I think it's like the kind of thing that I would have wanted to do more of, and I think that it works really well with Yak's particular talents. And we had done a bunch of work on it, and I think it seems really cool. Yeah. So I don't know if that's gonna get made or not, but hopefully it does. And we will keep you updated about that. But yeah. Skyscape says that thing that exists, that existing thing, the video thing, the thing that is a video, the new thing, a thingy thing. Oh, that's what I had to do, Skyscape. I had to go look at the I had to go look for clues when it's like completely dark. That's what I had to do. Let's maximize this and see if we can find any. Wait, was that a complete? Ah, yeah, the points where it like glitches. All right. Let's see what we can find here. Gotta go. Good stream tonight. Hope to see more in the near future. Thanks so much, Yak. Skyscape. Oh boy, I actually didn't expect it. Yeah, if this thing would load. Let me refresh this.
Welcome, short and tall, to a glorious
let's
gift, the Shards of All. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Skyscape TCG. In today's video, I'll be showcasing my brand new community game project. This streaming software has been a bit glitchy lately. Anyway, this Shards of the Multiverse. In today's video, I'll be showcasing my brand new community game project, Shards of Shards of the Multiverse. Showcasing my brand and new community game project. Shards of Sky.
Dang it.
Community game project. Shards of Sky.
Oh,
Shards.
I missed it again. Alright, see you guys. I'll still be here to give hints. Alright, cool. Thanks, Skyscape. If I can actually like successfully pause this on.
A brand new community game project. Shards of Sky.
Oh, I just missed it. Put it on 2.25. Yeah. Yeah, good idea.
Shards of Sky.
There we go. Story. Ooh. The void invades the multiverse, led by a leader cloaked in shadows. No one is able to reach this oppressive threat or damage it directly. Instead, the multiverse must make alliances and battle to survive and support one another. This will be a battle game, but this will also hold community values and an underlying theme of supporting one another. That's really cool. Okay, so the void itself is invading the multiverse. And only by working together can we try to survive this threat. That is a really, really cool idea. Naturally, there should be cards that hint at the void that are very powerful. They should not be invincible, but should rather be defeatable, be shuffled back into the deck, or cast into the void where they're held thematically. Dimension travel. Crossing between dimensions can be allowed and is supported, so long as doing so does not infringe upon the void and its mysterious leader. The void should still be intact and exist. Wait, say that again? So long as doing so does not infringe upon the void and its mysterious leader. The void should still be intact and exist, but kept very, very far away at the very least. The void will not be destroyed or directly invaded, and its mysterious leader will survive. Fascinating.
Coming.
Skyscape wants an invite to the PCG Discord. Let me put one in the description right now, so to make that easy. The problem I always have is that every time I put I make it like default to put invites to the PCG Discord in the descriptions, but they always expire for some reason. But yeah, how do I get it? I always forget that. Invite people. Copy. Let's put that into the description of the video. Let's see. PCG Discord. There we go. In theory, you should be able to get in from there. If not, there's an alternate way to get into the Discord. You can just go to Paper Computer Games. Not that. .com. And it does have a Discord link right here. I think that one works in theory. Or not. Invite invalid. Oh well, worth a try. But it does also have, papercomputergames.com does also have links to the wiki and the shop, which do have valid, I think if you go to any article on PCGs, this is the PCG Discord on the side over there. So that's another way. This one I think is pretty reliable, right? Yeah, see, this one works. So yeah, but at least for now, the description in the video should work. But yeah. Also, use an editor to brighten stuff in videos, I mean. Aha, yeah, for sure. But yeah, where else is there a glitch?
simple and easy to understand. I also wanted the game to have a very straightforward plan. And honestly, after weeks of brainstorming, I got nothing. See ya. Psych. Obviously I do. I know you've all been waiting patiently, so I'll show my hand. First up,
Wait,
I want to show...
was that a glitch? Skyscape, are there more glitches, or did I find the only important one? I know there's more glitches, but
I know you've all been waiting patiently, so I'll show my hand.
that was a glitch. All right, let's go to 0.25.
And...
An elder tree cut down in sudden, seed survived while new lands muddin. For every tree we seek to need had all begun from but one seed. For now we yearn to all implore what be deemed to value more. What lies ahead or came before? For every tree we seek to need had all begun from but one seed. Interesting. I wonder what this means. My first thought about this is that like a tree can be like an analogy for like the multiverse, because of like, you know, if you think of a tree as like a timeline, right? Like the trunk is like an original timeline, and then it branches out into like all different universes, right? I mean, at least that's depending on what form of a multiverse you have. That's assuming you start with the idea that they all come from an original trunk or whatever, which they might not, but you know, I don't know. That's what comes to me, because like this part over here where it says seed survived while new lands muddin. Not sure if I know what muddin means, but seeds, like the idea of seeds dropping from a tree. Like, so a seed doesn't have like a direct connection from the tree, but it does come from it. Or like when I say it doesn't have a direct connection, like it's not physically attached to it. So in that sense, like maybe there was some original thing that everything grew out of. Like maybe you could make the argument that maybe like the everything grew out of the void or something, and that's what this is about. Or maybe, I don't know. It looks a little dark. You're getting in the right direction, maybe 70% or so. Oh shoot, heck yeah. All right. For now, for every tree we seek to need had all begun from but one seed. That is true. All trees do start from one seed. So maybe like you could make the argument that maybe like this is like the proliferation of universes. Maybe like each universe grows and then has branches out, which are like different timelines, and then from that new seeds form, which drop and grow into new trees of their own. So maybe like each universe in the multiverse later grows into a whole, its own little multiverse of trees. I don't know. Like these are just the thoughts that are coming to my head. I have no idea if that's what what's in your head. For now, we yearn to all implore what deemed to value more. What lies ahead or came before. For every tree we seek to need had all begun from but one seed. All right. Let's see if we can find more glitches.
First up, I want to show off a basic template concept. Now, this isn't anything too fancy or special. I just wanted to make things as basic and easy to understand as I could. No need to grab a novel-sized rulebook or anything like that here. The most important part of the card template is this big number here. This is where the resources come in. This game uses Stellar, and a number will be shown here on every card.
Watching the theories grow, we need videos of these ASAP. Yeah, totally.
How does it work? Well, the first card you play during your turn will have a Stellar number. When you play your card, you gain Stellar equal to that number. Once you have that number, whatever. So stockpile your Stellar to ramp up into playing more cards, but that means leaving your stockpile your Stellar. That means that you have 2 Stellar to use for the rest of your turn. You can also stockpile your Stellar to ramp up into playing more cards, but that means leaving yourself defenseless and not playing any cards after.
That was a glitch.
And not playing any cards after your first for the turn. As you can see, It's quite
Did I not go far enough to get to the glitch?
resource system with a bit of give and take.
Oh boy, the audio. Yeah, I know.
That's with a unique resource system with a bit of give and take. That's honestly the most complicated part.
Well,
What?
it was at like 240, right?
With a bit of give and take. That's honestly the most complicated part.
241. Okay, so let's go back to
System with a bit of give and
240.
take. That's honestly the most
Then I'll go to 0.25.
complicated part.
Oh. Well, this guy looks cool, first of all. Let's see what this says. A giant star. A plan to absorb its energy and prevent collapse. Trusting God with benevolent intent, and betrayer. Oh my goodness. Okay, so an editor might help. I use Photoshop to make these. Hey, but I don't know. I think this is working pretty cool. But perhaps I hid these a little too well. Yeah. No, I think it's good. Oh, there's also a 6 there. I wonder what that means. Well, all right. So there's a giant star, a plan to absorb its energy and prevent collapse. So I guess it has too much energy and you're trying to absorb it and prevent it from collapsing. And a trusting God with benevolent intent and a betrayer. Interesting. Wonder how this ties into the whole like void thing going on.
Well, actually, I lied. There is one more uniquely complex thing, but I think you'll like it. Right here,
Nice,
on the bottom
you
of
found one of the numbered glitches? Oh.
each card, there's a secondary text box. These little remain shards.
Oh, check that out. I found number 4. And it was at 2 times speed, too. Oh my goodness, it's backwards and upside down? Well, I guess the other one was too. The tragic god believed in the natural order. He also believed in the power to create. Of his peers, he was himself the weakest. In truth, he was the strongest. Ooh. That guy looks freaky. Like, dang, with the roots growing out of his face and everything. And man, like, your attention to detail here, like, the fact that you, like, individually shaded each one of these, like, little, hexagons on his armor and, like, all the roots in the background, like, that looks pretty awesome.
Is this thing working? That's honestly the most complicated part. Well, actually, I lied. There is one more uniquely complex thing, but I think you'll like it. Right here. On the bottom of each card, there's a secondary text box. These little remain.
Okay. I shall tell you a story, the story of a tragic god, one whose origin involves the very nature of this world, and whose choices could determine the fate of everything. Okay. Maybe I should be, like, screenshotting these. Dang it. But I also still need to get to bed. Dang it, I have to work. Oh, man. Alright, so there's a tragic God. There's a trusting God. There's a betrayer. Are any of these the same people as each other? Or are there multiple gods in this game? Then there's the void going on. Perhaps leave it here? Yeah, that is true. We can come back to this next time. But this is really good fodder for a PCG theory video. Somebody should make one of those. Nilgan says the community will continue the work you've done so far, Zach. Yes! That's what I like to hear. Let's go, community. Alrighty. Thank you. I guess we will end the stream there. I will submit to my need to sleep. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This was totally a fun stream. I need to get back into making these streams. I need to make more videos. I need to make more PCGs. Oh god, there is so much I need to do. But, yeah. Skyscape says, excellent, I passed the torch to you. Yes, have fun. Thanks so much for watching, Skyscape. Yeah, this is fun. And thanks for making this and for all these cool clues. This is fun. We are gonna figure this out, you guys. HB says, thanks so much, HMB. That is much appreciated, saying that. And, yeah. Have a good night, everyone, and... Wait, hold on. I have to be ready to, like, actually end the stream. I feel like it's lame to, like, say the thing, and then there'd be, like, an awkward, like, few seconds where I don't actually end the stream. Alright. Where's the end button? There we go. Alright. Alright, you guys. Do the Zach clap? Alright. Wait before you end? Yeah, what's up? Before I end what? Oh man, that's a trap. This is the way to trip me up. You could just say, wait, before you end, and then just not say anything. And I'll sit here for like 10 hours and be like, what was it? What was it? What do I have to wait for? Nothing. HMV. I think you wanted the clap. Alright, well, there we go. I said before you undo the Zach clap. Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you, HMB, Skyscape, Nailgun. You guys are the best, as always. And